So today's video, I want to talk about first aid kits. Being active duty, we used to carry the JFAK, which is the individual first aid kit. And then to try to standardize it better throughout the forces, we started carrying the JFAK, which is the joint first aid kit. I help teach TCCC, which is tactical combat casualty care, and so I do know a little bit about first aid kits. So we're going to go over the JFAK and also what do I carry on the daily. So first, let's start with the JFAK. I carry a full JFAK in the car. This is actually my JFAK. I carry the ABU color because it's really easy to get because Air Force doesn't use ABU camo anymore. I added this Red Cross to show that it's a first aid kit. So like I said, I carry a full JFAK with addition of band-aids because being a dad, that's what I use the most. So this is what's in the car. So this is what the JFAK looks like now. This is a training one, so it's going to be a little bit messy. So there is Quick Clot combat gauze. This is what you stuff into a wound to help stop it bleeding. Tape, usually you see duct tape, a little roll of duct tape. Cat T tourniquet. A pressure bandage. This is just a standard roll. I often see the Israeli bandage, which is what I train with the most. Some just sterile gauze. A Sharpie, but this is a full Sharpie. Usually you see like a smaller Sharpie. An NG tube with some lube to help it go in easier. This is needle D or needle decompression to help with a collapsed lung. Combat gauze. You're gonna have some chest seals. Gloves, that's that, lube, and eye shield for eye injuries. So that's pretty much it for the JFAK. Also, you have a casualty card, which I don't really carry on daily. That is just a document, so then when the casualty goes to higher level care, they know what's wrong with them, what treatments you did, but I do not carry that. Stuff that I carry every day. I carry an EpiPen just because I have family members who are allergic to certain things. And I carry a tourniquet. That is number one thing when you teach TCCC is to stop massive blood loss. So I do carry the Cat T in my JFAK in the car, but lately, just for everyday use that's actually on my person, is I carry the SWAT-T. It stands for stretch, wrap, and tuck. It's pretty much an elastic. So you would stretch it, wrap it, stretch it, wrap it until it's done, and then just tuck it. So imagine putting a rubber band. You see those TikTok videos where that person puts a rubber band around a watermelon, and they keep putting more rubber bands in until it implodes on itself. So when you every wrap, every stretch and wrap, it's kind of like adding that rubber band, so it's additive. And the good thing about the SWAT-T is is it can be used for kids who have smaller arms. It's much easier than the cat T, and also can be used for working dogs. So this is what I've been carrying lately. Now for the other portions of my my first aid kit, well, it depends what bag I'm carrying. If I have a backpack, for example, my VanQuest is my vacation pack now, or say like my hiking pack, my direct action Ghost without the admin pouch, I will carry this one. If I am carrying my sling pack, my 511 LV8, which is smaller, and I'm really been trying to slim this down, so I carry this first aid kit. So here I carry just gauze, bandages, and just some antibiotic ointment. This is the number one thing that I use the most because I have kids that, you know, fall down and get hurt. Some sterile bandages, and the old Israeli bandage, which is pretty much just like a compression bandage. Gloves, a little bit of sterile saline to flush things out, tweezers because my kids get splinters, some tape, and little scissors. This is a little Leatherman micra, so scissors. But I also do carry on my daily Leatherman Wave, or the Leatherman Wave, which has scissors. So this is if I'm carrying a bigger pack. When I'm carrying a small pack, tape, antibiotic ointment, some gauze and bandages, or band-aids, or here is the band-aids. So why did I slim down so much on my daily? So this is what I carry most of the time. Well, I do have my tourniquet. Now, with this this stretch bandage, I can use this also as a compression bandage. So I just have to do it a little tighter. I put the sterile bandage first, then put this around. So there's multiple uses. I could also use this for a splint if I find something rigid. Tape and plastic, then that can replace, well, I don't have it here anymore, but that can replace the chest seal. So I just have to put the plastic over the chest wound and seal all four sides with tape, and then that provides a chest seal, so no more air will go into that pleural cavity to collapse that lung. So I really slimmed it down to try to get down to the basics and what I use the most, which is bandages, and then the rest I can compromise or adapt to what I have to what I need. So that is what I carry in the daily.